Hi friends, welcome to the channel. This is your Govindraj. Thank you for watching all my previous videos. And today we are going to talk about this Apprentice Act 1961. See, if you look at conventionally, the employers have a lot of aversion towards apprentice scheme, though the act was enacted in 1961. So the employers have a lot of myths which is actually preventing them to engage apprentices in the full spirit. Now the apprentice board and the skill councils are issuing a lot of notices to the employers, those who have not implemented and also those who are not engaging the apprentices. Now let me tell you all these myths and the reality in this video. The first myth which is coming, the apprentices, the employers are feeling that the apprentices are not available for full time due to these related instruction classes which they have to go to the college, and they spend a lot of time and they are not available at the shop floor. But in reality, friends, this is not very true. Today, the apprentice scheme and the schemes under the Apprentice Act have been evolved in such a way where the employers can use the apprentices for actually on the job. There is no such requirement of going to these RI classes. Whatever the training is required, you can give at your establishment. That is how now the schemes are formulated. Now the next myth which employers are feeling or thinking or they have, this is heavy documentation and compliances. See, of course, in reality, there are certain documentation requirement, but now everything is automated with dedicated portals. Even the NATs and the NAPs are these schemes are automated and they have dedicated portals to manage this. So therefore, those days have gone where you have to lot of documentation in the hard copy. Nowadays, everything happens online. So therefore, it's very easy to engage the apprentices and manage the apprentice. Now the next myth which the employers and HR professionals have is period of apprentice is very short. The period is very short. They are not available for us very long time. Therefore, it's not beneficial. But in reality, if you look at the apprentices are available based on the trade which you select in your establishment or the applicability of your trade, then this duration ranges from 6 months to 3 years. So therefore, you have a possibility to engage any apprentice for the 3 years period. So therefore, this is no longer a myth or apprehension of employers. Next apprehension the employers have is apprentices cannot be placed in shifts, because when you engage apprentices, they have to only be in general shift. So therefore, they are not useful for me. No, there is no such reality, friends. Now there is no such rule. You can engage apprentices in any shift if they are more than 18 years of age. So this is the current rule, friends. Now the next myth which is coming up is not possible to retain for overtime. See, this is in a way it is true, but what I am telling you is this is also possible to retain apprentices in the overtime within the framework. There are ways, there are certain rules are have to be followed, but if you want them to work overtime or be available on overtime, that is also possible, friends. Now the next myth which is coming is not possible to terminate before the expiry. That means you engage an apprentice for any reason, you are not able to continue them because of there may be various reasons, the business is not doing good. So now you are not able to terminate, you are locked for certain periods and you have to take care of them entire period. Now the rule is there is no such requirement, friends. Suppose if the employer is not able to continue for the entire period, it is possible to terminate. Only the requirement is you have to pay certain compensation or the notice period and have to take certain approvals from the apprentice board, and then you can disengage the apprentices. This is also possible, friends. Now the next myth which the employer has is designated trades and period are inflexible. So this is what the employers are talking about it, but in reality now not only the designated trades, you also have optional trades are available where you can choose your own trade, and if you want you can customize your training, you can formulate your training. The schemes are available, friends. Now the next apprehension or the myth is process of stipend reimbursement takes a lot of time. This was actually a true for certain period ago, but today the government or the apprentice board has formulated direct benefit schemes where the apprentice stipend which gets reimbursed to the employer after payment, now it is directly going to the apprentices. So therefore there is no such requirement of reimbursement, especially in the NAPS. Of course, in NATS it's still there, but this is going to come for NATS also. Therefore, this myth is also not true, friends. Now, the next myth is classroom training is mandatory. So when I engage the apprentices, I have to provide a classroom training, and then only I can put them on the job training. See, in a way, this is also true only for where you engage an apprentice who are general qualification, or they don't have any formal technical education. But that also very limited period. After you give this basic training in the classroom, then you can engage them, the apprentices, on the shop floor or on the job training. But even for those people who have technical qualification, so that is the classroom training is not mandatory. What you give on the job training, so that is necessary to continue the engage the apprentices. Next myth is attrition is very high. When I engage the apprentices, they leave and go. This is in a way true, but there are ways possible to manage or hold them. If you are managing your stipend properly, your benefits properly, you are taking care of them properly, then the attrition can be controlled, friends. Nowadays there are third party associates are available to assist you in compliance, assist you in documentation, and also source the apprentices, friends. So these are the myths which employers have, which are actually not true. So therefore, don't have any aversion to engage the apprentices, friends. Now let me tell you very briefly the compliance under the Apprentice Act 1961. See, if you look at apprentices, if you have 30 or more employees, then engaging apprentices is very mandatory. And the employers can engage up to 15% of their total manpower as an apprentice. Of course, in Maharashtra and Karnataka it is 25%, and though it is 15 or 25% you can engage, only 2.5% of your total manpower is mandatory, and the rest is up to you whether you engage or not. Now the duration I have already told you, the engagement period is 6 months to 3 years, and they are actually available for your production, because when you put them on the job training is nothing but learning while working. So therefore it is actual production. You have to give the detailed or the proper orientation and training, then they are available for you, friends. Now, what are the benefits for employers? See, of course, one is on the job training. I have told you, on the job training means actual work where they learn the trade while working, friends. So therefore they do the actual production for this period of time. Now the stipend and other costs what you pay for the apprentices, more than 2.5% of your engagement, or if you the 2.5% is mandatory, and if you spend costs on these 2.5% of apprentices, then you don't get any mileage. But if you more than 2.5%, if you engage, whatever the costs and stipend you spend on these apprentices, you can offset against your CSR spend. So therefore this is an important benefit for the employers. Now the next is the government also shares certain cost of the stipend, where now it directly goes to the apprentices. Therefore your payment of stipend will get reduced to that extent, friends. Now these are the apprentices are actually not workers under any labor law. So there is no requirement of PF, ESI and other social security benefits. Only that the workman compensation has insurance has to be taken, and your safety health has to be managed as part of your Factories Act process, and there is no other requirements. Of course, these benefits and leaves you have to extend as per your policy. And when they complete the apprentice scheme, it's not mandatory for you to provide permanent work, friends. So they learn the trade, they get a certificate as per the procedure and the rules of the scheme, and then they go off and find a new job. But of course, if you have jobs in your company, you can offer them permanent jobs. That is also possible, friends. So friends, I have told you a lot of things now. Thank you very much for watching my videos. In case you want to know more about it, you want to have any further assistance, please do let me know. I have provided my contacts in this video, and then you can get in touch with me, friends. Thank you very much, friends. I'll see you in the next video.